my A style. Old school. Okay. Shut up. Okay.
What's up? Shut up. Okay. What's up? Shut up. Okay. What's up? Shut up. What's going on, people? Good morning once again. It's your boy Tay Wiz reporting live from where only can be his man cave. You know, we had two games on last night that was on tap. And first, you already know before we start, follow me on Twitter at TAE_WIGGS. For those who are not following me, please do that. You know, love everybody who's subscribing to my stuff and I'm doing something that I love. You know, and first of all, before I get started, if you're not doing anything you love, you just don't love yourself. So I'm doing something I love because I love myself. You know, every day I wake up, you know what I'm saying, praising God that I'm breathing on this earth and looking at the grass outside and looking at my family. So before we get into it, let's talk about the Heat in Toronto Raptors game. Oh, man. Oh, man. DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. Oh, man. They are playing terrible. Like they're playing super terrible. It's so crazy because me and my friend, we right now on 2K. We playing that same series back. We've been playing every series back on 2K. So we was like, all right, let's do the Raptors and Heat. I had the Raptors. Man, it was just like real life playing the game. And what I mean by that, I beat him by 2 points. Kyle Lowry was 0 for 12 when I had him shooting with him. DeMar DeRozan was 5 for 16. And we still managed to win by 2 points. I mean, it's just not the video game, it's real life. I mean, when I'm looking at these stats here, DeMar DeRozan with 9 points with 4 of 17 shooting with 3 rebounds. So you know me, I told you I like to keep up the stats. So he's 4 for 17 in that game last night. But overall, in all the games that he played, he's 43 for 144. Man, this guy can't shoot himself out of a wet paper bag. I mean, they not going to the hole. There's no Hassan Whiteside. They still taking long jumpers. Go to the hole. I see why some of the people in the media counting you guys out. I mean, me personally, I think Kyle Lowry's never got his elbow drained. So I think that was messing with his shot now. So he had like a little procedure before the playoffs started. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All the way to after the playoffs to get that sucker drained. Or just put a thick elbow pad on it and just kept playing basketball. Kyle Lowry, man, like, woo, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists. But he was 0 for 6 from the three-point line. In this series, he's 9 for 64. 9 for 64. Stop shooting threes, dog. Stop shooting threes. You're going to the hole, but you're going to the hole going all the way down there to dribble back out to pass the ball up. After you already had your defender beat, just lay the ball up. Easy 2 points. And overall in this series, he is 68 for 201. Man, 608 for 268 for 201. He took 201 shots and made 68 of them. That's god awful. Don't trust him, man. I can't trust him shooting the ball, man. Now Miami tied the series up. Yep, this series going 7. If Hassan Whiteside come back for some reason, if he come back the next game, I believe they play Thursday. If he come back the next game, the Miami Heat just might beat y'all on y'all floor, then come back to Miami and wrap it up at 6. Terrence Ross played a good game last night. He was 3 for 4 from the three-point line. He had 14 points. Corey Joseph with 14 points. I mean, he's the only person him, Terrence Ross, Corey Joseph, Bismack Biyombo played like they were starters last night. They was playing with a purpose. But I just couldn't believe that Kyle Lowry fouled out. He reaches a lot. So Corey Joe, the Toronto Canadian native, actually played a good game last night. You know, I still didn't trust him late in the game with the ball in his hand. They had the game online. It was like a couple of seconds left in the fourth quarter. Could have swing the ball a couple of times to a Terrence Ross. Terrence Ross was the hot man. Terrence Ross was making some unbelievable threes off the screen. Bismack Biyombo. Played like a man that was possessed today. He wanted to win the game last night. 13 points and 13 rebounds. Until he fell down and hurt his ankle a little bit, a light sprain. But he was the only one. Them last three guys' names I'm missing. Terrence Ross, Corey Joe, Bismack Biyombo was playing hard. The rest of the guys was disappearing. DeMar DeRozan damn near out the whole fourth quarter till he got back in late. And still didn't do no justice. They hurting right now. No Valanciunas can get the rebounds for them. They don't get the second chance points now. So it's like everybody from Miami is grabbing the ball and they flying down court. Dwayne Wade, he was 13 for 24. He had 30 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, man. Like I keep Mr. Wade County. He's 34 years old. I ain't gonna even lie. Whatever he's drinking, I want to drink some too. Like D Wade, man, it's Wade County, man. Like, what else can you expect from him but greatness? He's not gonna let his team lay down. That's what happened when you have 3 guys on your team that has some hardware. From D Wade to Udonis Haslem into to now the injured Chris Bosh. They got these guys in their locker room feeding them this nothing but good strategies. You got to keep going. You got to live for the moment. You got to live for right now. And the Raptors don't have but one person on their team with 1 championship ring. That's Corey Joseph with the Spurs. Are they going to listen to him? We don't know. He only been in the league for what? Probably no more than about 6 years or 5 years. But you got Dwayne Wade, a 13-year veteran. Udonis Haslem, a 13-year veteran. Chris Bosh, a 13-year veteran. And you got these guys feeding them nothing but greatness in their ear, and they soaking it all in. They living for it. So when you got older guys that been through a battle, and then they climb uphill for that battle, they will get their team over that hill, and they're gonna take them straight to victory. And Dragic, 15.6 rebounds, 4 assists. He had a nice game. You can't let him get into the middle of the paint. He's going to kill you every time because he's looking not to shoot first. He's looking to pass first, then shoot second. So if you let him get into that middle, it's dangerous because he's going to pass that out of it or he's going to shoot. Either Luol Deng played heavy minutes yesterday. He had 9 points, he was 3 for 7 from the field, over 3 from the 3-point line, 9 rebounds. But the key here is Luol Deng does play defense. He does other things, which is he's a two-way versatile player. He can see the floor different on defense. He know where to put certain guys, especially rookies. So he telling the rookies like a Winslow or Josh Richardson to stay home. You don't have to double team certain players. I'm gonna get into that double team thing in a minute. Joe Johnson scored 15 points. He was 0 for 3 from the field. 0 for 3 from 3-point line, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I'm still baffled because I'm gonna say every time as long as they play, the Miami Heat paid this guy a 1-year deal for $21 million. Like I said, he been robbing the league since when he first got into the league. And what I mean by that, he hit 1 clutch shot in the fourth quarter. He only scored like 6 points in the second half. Where is Joe Johnson at in these games? I don't see the Miami Heat. If I was the Miami Heat, I would not bring him back. Why? Because he's not living up to Step Back Joe, ISO Joe. His name is Collecting Checks Joe. So, like I said, the best thing about Joe Johnson, he's collecting checks and he keep his lineup straight and his waves is spinning. But other than that, he's not doing nothing. You have Kyle Lowry on you. You're not bagging this man to the hole. You have Corey Joseph. You're not putting these guys in the paint. You're 6'9", 6'8". You got your defenders on you like a 6'1"-ish or 6'2"-ish. Bag these guys down and put them in the paint and get buckets, Joe Johnson. You are not doing that at all. How can I call you ISO Joe or Stat Back Joe? You can't even put these guys in the paint, Joe. Like I said, collecting checks, Joe. CTC, cut the check. That's what he went there for. So he get his 1-year deal left on his Brooklyn Nets deal. They say, all right, he had 1 year left for $25 million. The only reason he came to Miami, they say, well, we give you 1 year for the $21 million. So he's only gonna beat it to the end of the season. He's not playing for the love of the game. He's playing for the check. Anyways, like I've said, if Hassan Whiteside comes back, come back for this next game, which is will probably be Thursday night. The Heat will probably win in Toronto 3-2. We already know that Valanciunas is out for the rest of this series. It's going to be like hell in hot water trying to get the Raptors to win the game when your backcourt is shooting 43 for 144. DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry, 68 for 201 shots taken. Can't trust them. Can't win with them either. Can't do it. And like I said, for Hassan Whiteside come back, the Heat in 6. No, you can say Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trail Blazers. What one thing you can say, Al-Farouq Aminu, he's balling, man. AKA the Chief. I call him Dwight Howard Jr. because that's what he look like. Straight look like Dwight Howard Jr. He had 18 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Portland to me is just missing another scorer out there to take some pressure off CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard. Al-Farouq Aminu is coming to his zone, but you need to get more points from Mason Plumlee. He can't be giving me 4 points, like 11 rebounds every game. We need for you to at least get 12 points. It's a difference when another guy can score at double figures. Because you already know what CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard are going to do. CJ McCollum, man. Another babyface killer. 24 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Portland backcourt is so magnificent, man. They are magnificent. Like, real talk, they are magnificent. They backcourt scored together with CJ with 24, Damian Lillard with 36. These dudes scored 60 points in the backcourt. Damian Lillard with 36 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists. He was 5 from 18 for 3-pointer, but at the same time, man, they was making some huge shots, man. You know, Allen Crabbe did what he could do, 13 points, 3 rebounds. But they bench need to be more consistent. Like Mo Harkless, I need more than 8 points, man. Y'all need to be more consistent. Gerald Henderson, I need more than 6 points, man. You need to be more consistent if you want to get over the Warriors, over this Warriors hump. The Warriors haven't lost 2 games back-to-back all season long. When the teams do fail, they've got the game won. When I was watching the Portland Trail Blazers towards the third and fourth quarter, they was getting 2 3-point happy. You had certain guys in foul trouble. You had Draymond Green in foul trouble. Draymond Green played the whole fourth quarter in overtime with 5 fouls. Andrew Bogut fouls out. You guys didn't go to the hole now one time. You wasn't being that aggressive. You was settling too much for the long 2s and long 3s. When you got another big in foul trouble, plus they attacked the hole and killed them and killed their dream. It ain't so much. They down. The Portland Trail Blazers are down 1-3. Rip City is about to be really, really Rip City. You're going back to Golden State, to the Oracle Arena, and Steph Curry gets the MVP today. That crowd on Thursday is about to be so electric. They about to be so loud and hype. That's what they say in the Bay Area, right? They get hyphy, right? They about to be so hyphy over there. They about to be everything. He's getting that MVP trophy. The last 2 people who do that was Magic Johnson and Steve Nash. So he's getting that MVP trophy back to back. And let's talk about the Golden State Warriors. Let's talk about them guys. Like I said, Andrew Bogut played 26 minutes, 3 points, 9 rebounds, but he fouls out with six fouls. I'm trying to figure out. Andrew Bogut's a foul machine. He's a foul machine. He's a great pacer, but he's a foul machine. The one thing I can say about Andrew Bogut, they would screen you to death on moving picks. I'm surprised that the referees, like how the NBA players watch films, I know for a fact referees have to watch some type of film on certain teams. Because these guys set the most illegal moving screens that I seen last night. I at least counted 12 moving screens. That should have been a call for fouls. You cannot, when the players come around, you gotta allow the player to come through. You cannot set a screen and move this way, and while he's coming towards you and leaning to his shoulder. That is a moving screen because they was calling it last night on Portland. Moving screens. You cannot call the. How do you not call those on the Warriors? Why? Because they're the sexy pick to go back to the NBA Finals. Come on, man. Call the basketball games fair. I don't care what the people want to see. Who's want to be in the finals? We just want to see good, clean basketball. And so far from these officials, these games throughout all playoffs has been called utterly ridiculous. You can't stand here and move your shoulder into somebody and call a screen. A screen is called when you stand still and the player comes to you. Not that you moving and sliding into him. And he get called for the foul. Come on, referees. I'm calling you guys out. You guys get a shout out, but AKA the shout in. You got to do better out there. Shaun Livingston, he got ejected after 11 minutes of basketball. Yes, everybody around TNT, whatever, ESPN, TBS, seen that. Yeah, you got fouled upside your head. Referees not going to make every call. The way he went up to that referee, man, he showed that referee, I understand you getting one technical foul. All right, cool. But you went to referee face and started yelling at him like you was a superstar. Dude, you're not a superstar. You're just a bench player. Come off the bench. How you think a lot of teams feel when they get fouled upside the head, they don't get that call? So you going to show the referee up because you didn't get the call? You almost put Steph in jeopardy because they was counting on you because they had Steph Curry playing restricted minutes. Steph Curry wound up playing like 30-something minutes, man, because of you. You get a shout in for doing that stupidness. You could have lightweight hurt Steph or hurt your team. But anyway, I'm not even going to talk about you because you're not even really a factor to me. Klay Thompson, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Klay was 5 for 10 from the three-point line, shooting 50%. You know, he's a consistent shooter, but, you know, he got his nights, so sometimes he be real streaky. Draymond Green, man, like I said, Draymond Green should have fouled out that game yesterday in the fourth quarter about 3 or 4 times, man. I never seen a guy who plays basketball argue at the refs the whole game. It don't get called for technical fouls. It's not that I got nothing against the Warriors. It's about what I'm seeing and watching and witnessing on my own 2 eyes on that TV right here behind me. He barks at the referees and everything. And one thing I hate, I'm not gonna say hate because hate is a strong one. One thing I dislike about the Golden State Warriors. Every time these cats shoot threes about the opposing team bench, they look at the bench every time they shoot a 3. Why are you looking at the bench? They not in the game. If this is old school basketball and they was doing that in the 90s or 80s, I guarantee you, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, that name goes on. Somebody like a Bill Laimbeer, a Rick Mahorn, a Rodman, them cats, a Terry Porter, would have put them dudes on their ass for doing that. Because that's disrespectful. Looking at somebody else's bench. Yeah, Al-Farouq Aminu did it once, and that was it. These dudes do it every game since they win a championship. And like I said, they're going to get humbled real quick by one of these teams in the next round. Or the round after next. They're going to get humbled real quick looking at somebody's bench. Because if that was me playing basketball, I would put you on your ass. I would like, Coach, let me go in. I would do something stupid just to ignite that flame under my team's ass. I just don't like that. And like I said, they set a lot of screens. They do a lot of moving picks and all this jive. But the man of the hour is Steph Curry. Steph Curry with 40 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. He was what? 5 for 18? This guy was taking some stupid dumb threes first and foremost. He couldn't shot him out the game with some of the threes that he was taking. He was taking some dumb threes. He didn't need to take some of them threes. I always just kept moving around the screens, but you didn't need the threes, Steph. But late in that fourth quarter, man, he was in Flago. Fire. Hot like sriracha sauce. He scored 17 points in overtime. That's a record, folks. I was just sitting here like, the guy is a sniper, man. He has a little scope in his eye that can see right into that rim. And he is shooting these bad boys with no problem. None whatsoever. Only thing I can say about the Warriors, when Steph Curry is not on that floor, man, they're a different looking team, man. It's like they almost like struggling to find their shots. And don't get me wrong, Steph Curry's a hell of a damn ball player. 17 points in overtime, man, you can't even do that on 2K. Because 2K, what, 3 minutes? You can't score 17 like that. That's going to be an achievement on 2K. And none of y'all better not be out there cheating, turning off the rules so y'all can hit all them threes in overtime. That's going to be an achievement. So, Ronnie, 2K, I know you hear me if you see this. That's an achievement, man. And you guess what? I said it first. You need to contact me, man, because I need to see like 3 new achievements on there. We need to see, like I said, 17 points in the overtime. That's a Steph Curry achievement. You need to see a Cavaliers achievement with 25 threes in the game. We need to see that. But this only should be for the playoffs. Hey, Ronnie, I need to see that. I need to see that on 2K. Those achievements, remember, Tay Wiggs at first. I'm going to send you my information. I need to see that on 2K. And when you put it on 2K, send me a free copy. Thanks. And then until next time, hey, Warriors winning this game. This game 5 Thursday. This series is over. You already know how I am. You know who I am. Follow me on Twitter at Tay Wiggs. For those who do not follow me or subscribe to me, follow me on YouTube too as King23 TAE. King23 Tay. Or you can put Tay Wiggs in the search engine up top. Or, like I said, once again, Twitter at TAEWIGGS. Till next time, knuckleheads. Peace.